immediate family with the grandparents and your side. So just be careful of these arrangements. They're not on a broad stand. So we'll use the steps right here. So go on up top, immediate family up top, and then we'll use the steps.
And then we'll do one up top.
So, my brother, I need you. Real fast.
Come on, guys, slowest.
Not all that. How about over here?
Calm down.
Yeah, over there.
Come on, it's coming. It's time. It's time. We gotta do this. Oh, Nina's gone. Nina's gone.
Nina's left.
We'll all do it. Yeah. Forget it. It is. Oh.
Photoshop, yeah?
That's the brother. Hey, brother Paul. Yeah, I think we should just. You want to do one with your brother?
We'll do a bunch of photos after the service.
That makes life easier on me. No, if you're short, let the pack with the other person. Look at it. I'm going to take it back, yeah. Yes. With no tape.
I have a group text between all three of us.
Beautiful. Yes. Text me if anything.
Testing, testing.
One, two, okay.
Try that again. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
So we gather today with joy, with a little sadness in our hearts, just as we said this morning at Simchat Torah and Shabbat morning services. We are commanded to rejoice because it was Simchat Torah this morning and it's Nina's Bat Mitzvah this afternoon. And yet our hearts are a little heavy because of what's happening in Israel. And so we cannot ignore that. But today, I'm hoping we can put that in a little compartment for just a little while as we celebrate Chana, Nina's new Hebrew name, which I love, and rejoice. So we're going to participate, I hope, in this service by singing and praying along. If you have a cell phone with you, I invite you to just take a moment to look at it and make sure it's on silent so we don't disrupt the sanctity of this service. Many of you have not met our new cantor, Yuval Porat.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. And I know you're going to love singing with him. And we're going to open with a nigun, a wordless melody that we invite you to just hum along with. Tov u'manayim, how good it is for us all to celebrate Nina, Hannah, I'm going to invite you to come up here. This is the moment where you're going to receive your beautiful talit from your parents' loving hands. And you know, the significance of this talit is not its beauty. It's these four corners, these tzitzit, that are supposed to remind us of our obligations to live a good, meaningful, purposeful, and Jewish life. So when you put them on, I hope you're always reminded of your obligations, your responsibility. That's what becoming a bat mitzvah means. I also hope you're reminded of the love with which your parents give this to you, and that you always feel their love, and that you feel embraced by God as well. So I'm going to invite your parents up. And now you'll say the blessing before wearing a talit.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kadeshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehitatef b'tzitzit.
Amen.
You'll put it around your daughter's shoulders.
ברוך אתה, אדוני אלוהינו, מלך העולם, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. ברוך אתה, אדוני אלוהינו, מלך העולם, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
We'll continue our service on page 220 with the Ashrei.
Just a second. Just getting into the right pitch. Okay, I think we're ready.
Ashrei Yoshvei Veiteha Od Yehallelujah Selah.
אשרי יושבי ביתך, עוד הללוך סלה. אשרי יושבי ביתך, עוד הללוך סלה. אשרי, אשרי, אשרי יושבי ביתך, אשרי, אשרי, אשרי יושבי ביתך. Happy are those who dwell in your house, they shall sing your praises forever. Happy are those who dwell in your house, they shall sing your praises forever.
Va'anahnu nevareya me'ata ve'ad olam. Hallelujah. Please turn to page 224 for the Hatzi Kaddish. We turn to page 226 and rise.
Let's do the Chatzi Kaddish. Page 224. התקדש והתקדש שמי רבה, ועל מה דברה חירותי והמלך מלכותי, בחייכונו ויומכונו וחיי דכל ביתי ישראל, בגלה ובזמן קריב יאמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך, לעלם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שם דקודשה בריחו, לעילם מן כל ברכתה ושירתה ושפיכתה ונחמתה, תמירן בעלמה ויאמרו אמן.
We turn to page 226 and rise for the Amidah. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilateha. Adonai, open up my lips that my mouth may declare your praise.
ברוך אתה אדוני אלוהינו ואלוהי אבותינו ואמותינו, אלוהי אברהם, אלוהי יצחק ואלוהי יעקב, אלוהי שרה, אלוהי רבקה, אלוהי רחל ואלוהי לאה, האל הגדול, הגיבור והנורא, אל עליון, גומל חסדים טובים וקונה הכל, וזוכר חסדי אבות ואימהות, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן. ברוך אתה אדוני מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, משיב הרוח ומוריד הגשם, מכלכל חיים בחסד, מחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים ומקיים אמונתו לישני עפר. מי כמוך בעל גבורות ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיה הכל.
We remain standing for the Kedusha on page 232.
נקדש את שמך בעולם, כשם שמקדישים אותו בשמי מרום, ככתוב על יד נביאיך, וקרא זה לזה ואמר, קדוש 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 אדוני צבאות, מלוך כל הארץ כבודו. אדיר אדירנו אדוני אדוננו, אדיר שמך בכל הארץ. ברוך כבוד אדוני במקום. אחד הוא אלוהינו, הוא אבינו מלכנו, הוא מושיענו והוא ישמיענו, ברחמיו לעיני כל חי. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ימלוך אדוני לעולם, אלוהיך ציון לדור ודור. הללויה.
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגידו לך. לדור ודור, לדור ודור, לדור ודור נגידו לך.
ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, קדושתך קדושתך נקדיש, בשבחך אלוהינו מבינו לא ימוש, לעולם לעולם ועד.
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגידו לך. לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור,
לדור ודור נגידו לך.
ולנצח נצחים קדושתך נקדיש, קדושתך קדושתך נקדיש, בשבחך אלוהינו מפינו לא ימוש, לעולם לעולם ועד.
To all generations we will make known your greatness, and to all eternity proclaim your holiness. Your praise, O God, shall never depart from our lips. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. Please be seated. We continue with the Kedushat Hayom on page 234.
אלוהינו ולאבותינו ואמותינו הרשנו במצוותיך ותן חלקנו בתורתך זהבנו ביטויך ושמחנו בישועתך ותאר ליבנו ותאר ליבנו ותאר ליבנו לעובדך באמת ותאר ליבנו ותאר ליבנו ותאר ליבנו לעובדך באמת והנחילנו אדוני אלוהינו באהבה וברצון שבת קודשך וינוחו בה ישראל מקדשי שמך ברוך אתה אדוני מקדש השבת.
We continue with the Rhodes prayer on pages 236 to 237. Rhodes Adonai Eloheinu be'amecha Yisrael. Rhodes Adonai Eloheinu be'amecha תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך ותהי לרצון תמיד עבודת ישראל עמך We continue with a prayer of gratitude, Modim Anachnu La, on page 238. Modim Anachnu La, She'ata Hu Adonai Eloheinu. We acknowledge with thanks that you are Adonai, our God and the God of our ancestors forever. You are the rock of our lives and shields of our salvation in every generation. Let us thank you and praise you for our lives which are in your hand, for our souls which are in your care, for your miracles that we experience every day, and for your wondrous deeds and favors at every time of day, evening, morning, and noon. O good one, whose mercies never end, O compassionate one, whose kindness never fails, we forever put our hope in you. For all these things, O sovereign, let your name be forever praised and blessed. O God, our Redeemer and Helper, let all who live affirm you and praise your name in truth. Blessed are you, Adonai. Your name is goodness, and you are worthy of thanksgiving. Baruch atah Adonai, hatov, shimha ulha, na'eh lehodot.
Amen. In light of today's event, we're going to conclude the Amidah with a prayer for Israel, which can be found on page 259.
שבשמיים, צור ישראל וגואלו, ברך את מדינת ישראל, ראשית צמיחת גאולתנו, הגן עליה, בברת חסדך, ופרוש עליה סוכת שלומך, ושלח אורך ואמיתך לראשיה, שריה ויועציה, ותקנם בעצה טובה מלפניך. אבינו שבשמיים, צור ישראל וגואלו, ברך את מדינת ישראל, ראשית צמיחת גאולתנו. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. אבינו שבשמיים, crown their efforts with triumphs. Avinu שבשמיים, צור ישראל וגואלו. Bless our land with peace, O God, and its inhabitants with lasting joy, and let us say, Amen, Amen. Avinu שבשמיים, צור ישראל וגואלו, ברך את מדינת ישראל, ראשית צמיחת גאולתנו, הגן עליה, בעברת חסדך ופרוס עליה סוכת שלומך ונאמר אמן ונאמר
We continue our service with Seder Kriyat HaTorah, the service for the reading of the Torah, which is, of course, the main event, why we're here today, for Nina to be called to the Torah as a bat mitzvah. I'm going to invite you to turn to page 244 in your prayer books, and also call your attention to this brochure with Nina's beautiful punim, her beautiful face on the cover. Inside here are listed the honors which take place at this point in the service. So please, if you see your name listed, it means you have an honor, and we don't want you to miss it. Page 244. There is none like you among the gods, Adonai, and there are no deeds like yours. You are sovereign over all worlds, and your dominion is in all generations. Adonai reigns, Adonai has reigned. Adonai will reign forever and ever. Adonai will give strength to our people. Adonai will bless our people with peace.
כי מציון תצא תורה, כי מציון תצא תורה, ודבר אדוני מירושלים.
Page 248.
ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, ברוך שנתן תורה תורה, לעמו ישראל בקדושתו. שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו, אדוני אחד, אחד אלוהינו, גדול אדוננו, קדוש שמו, גדלו לאדוני איתי, ונרוממה שמו יחדיו.
Nina, Hannah, this is the Torah, Israel's Morashah, Israel's inheritance and our sacred heritage. Wherever the Jewish people has been, the Torah has been with us, guiding us, nourishing us, sustaining us. This morning we celebrated Simchat Torah when we rolled this scroll back to the very beginning, which is where you'll be chanting from today, to show our never-ending thirst for the learning of Torah. Rabbi Lord Jonathan Sacks, who was the former chief rabbi of England, said that we only pass on to our children what we ourselves cherish. This Torah has been passed from generation to generation so that you might receive it here today, the last in your generation's chain in your family to receive this Torah. And symbolic of that chain of tradition, I'm going to invite up your grandparents and your parents to pass the Torah to you.
We are gifts and we are blessings. We are history in song. We are hope and we are healing. We are learning to be strong. לדור ודור נגיד גודלך, לדור ודור we protect this chain. From generation to generation, לדור ודור these lips will הגדולה והגבורה והתפארת והנצח וההוד, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, כי כל בשמיים ובארץ, לך אדוני הממלכה והמתנשא לכל לראש. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להראשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להראשו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. כי קדוש אדוני אלוהינו רוממו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להראשו. רוממו אדוני אלוהינו והשתחוו להקודשו. Correct. על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים, על שלושה דברים העולם עומד.
So at this moment, before Hannah chants from the Torah, I'm going to invite her parents up to give her some words of blessing. And Hanan, and if Hanan's coming up, Lola's going to come up and stand here too. So actually, let's let the parents go, and then the two of you will come up. Not yet. Just listen to your parents. Jessica, I tore that little piece off, and I was trying to straighten it out. But that's here. Okay.
Should I go first? Okay. Nina, with those cute, okay.
Don't cry. You gotta look at mom.
I know how to speak, I'm just trying not to cry. Okay. Nina, with those cute freckles, you are worth a gazillion shekels. It's not funny. We have watched our baby turn into a young lady. We are so proud of you. You got your Hebrew done when it was due. You're confident and strong. Let this stay with you lifelong. You have passed my height, and you are much more bright. Tick-tock till you drop. Snapchat until I yell stop. Your friends make you smile. You are lucky you have quite a big pile. You're a great athlete. You're competitive, and you don't want to get beat. Every day, I wait for that call. Mom, what's for dinner? You're so tired after volleyball, but you always leave a winner. When I look into those big blue eyes,
She's crying.
it's okay.
She's laughing.
Miley did it too, it's okay. Okay. When I look in, wait, now I can't speak. Okay, hold on. When I look into those big blue eyes, it's to no surprise that I love you with all my heart. Listen, that I love you with all my heart. It was love at first sight from the start. Let's party tonight with you, Nina, in the spotlight. Okay. It's a good release.
sure I'm ready. Okay. Got my water.
Okay, he needs his water.
Anyways, sorry, but I'm going to have to read this speech. I'm not good at memorizing. Okay. First of all, I'd like to acknowledge some people who made today possible. Thanks to Rabbi Pomerantz and the entire Temple Beth Shalom team for their support and time preparing Nina, especially Cantor Adele Nicholson, who spent many hours working directly with Nina and was incredibly patient for those times when Nina wasn't enthusiastically excited for her Hebrew lessons on certain days. But as you'll see, Cantor Nicholson did a great job getting Nina prepared for her bat mitzvah. Also, I'd like to thank everyone for being here, but especially those who flew in from far away to be here. Paul, Daphne, and Matt was going to be here, and so is Samantha and her boyfriend Lucas, who Samantha unfortunately is not feeling well, but she'll be here later. Lastly, I'd like to thank Jesse, and most importantly, who's been the driving force in our family for all of our kids, Hanan, Lola, and Nina, to have bar and bat mitzvahs. And she's the one who's kept our family connected to all family and Jewish occasions and traditions. Jesse's always made family and friends a priority, and our kids have enjoyed many beautiful celebrations over the years and have a true sense of family and tradition thanks to her. Nina, your big day has finally arrived. I've seen you work very hard for many months learning to read Hebrew and learning the prayers for today. I'm sure you've been nervous. Hey, don't read my speech. I'm sure you've been nervous and kind of wanting to get it over with. But I want you to stop every now and then during your bat mitzvah service and later the big party and take a moment to think about what's going on so you will remember it later in life. You are surrounded by your family and friends, many people who love you very much, who are very lucky in many ways. You are very lucky in many ways, but mostly to have family who loves and supports you always, and also to have many good friends who love you. While you're appreciating how lucky you are, take a moment to reflect on your past, and specifically your grandma, my mom, who couldn't physically make it here today, but we'll show her the videos and photos later. Grandma had a wonderful early childhood, growing up in Latvia in a big, loving family full of intelligent and successful people. There were about 200 in her immediate family, including her mother, father, one younger sister, and all her grandparents, uncles, aunts, and cousins. Also, as you know, when Grandma was about 7 years old, she was engulfed by the Nazi Holocaust, and her world was turned into a nightmare for the next 4 years, which she spent in labor and concentration camps. During this time, all but 4 of her 200 immediate relatives died, leaving only herself, her father, and her 2 aunts. This terrible experience is hard to even imagine. As time goes on and generations of Jewish people are born, the memory is starting to fade, and many people can hardly believe that it even happened, but it did, and your grandma who lived through it is still alive. This part of your history, this is part of your history, and today part of what you are doing is honoring the Jewish religion and culture and proving that it continues through you. You are reciting powerful words and prayers in Hebrew exactly the same as Jewish people have done for thousands of years. Just the fact that these Hebrew words are being spoken by you is proof that the Jewish people and culture continues and has not been destroyed by those who have tried throughout our history, which is even going on now, as you can see in today's headlines of what's going on in Israel. By doing this bat mitzvah, you are honoring all of your relatives and ancestors, and this is very meaningful to everyone here who are watching and supporting you. Now back to you. I just wanted to tell you how proud I am of you, which I tell you all the time. Watching you grow up from a baby to a young woman, I've always been impressed by you for many reasons. You've always had a strong determination to keep up with your older brother and sister. You followed Lola around, constantly trying to keep up with her dance moves, and being her backup dancer for the many dance shows that you both put on for me. I have many videos to prove this, which I would love to show at your party later, but won't. You also have been able to hold your own with your very smart older brother, Hanan, as you two debate many different topics, including the rules of Monopoly Deal. And you're one of the few that can beat Hanan often at this game. You also decided to try volleyball, and you spent many hundreds of hours doing practice and games, and you've become an incredible athlete, an amazing volleyball player. You were the first starting athlete in our family's history over the last 3 generations. John might have been, but I didn't fact check with him. Other than that, definitely nobody else. Watching you play in your volleyball matches, I can't believe what you were able physically to do on the court. Lastly, I've been amazed by how you've grown from a shy little girl with a couple of friends to a confident and stylish and very popular young woman with so many friends that I literally cannot keep count. I know it bothers and embarrasses you, but I sometimes send you text messages saying that I'm so proud of you, and then I list the reasons why. Saying you are so intelligent, interesting, brave, funny, strong, beautiful, stylish, sensitive, athletic, great at driving boats and golf carts, good to all your friends, and very loving and kind to all animals. I mean all of it. And you deserve today's celebration. I want you to have the best day and have so much fun tonight partying with all your friends. Nina, as you know, I'm so proud of you, and I love you with all my heart. I didn't need all these.
Hello, everybody, and happy Bat Mitzvah to Nina. I do want to say that, Nina, you sang beautifully in the Torah portion, which also made me realize that it was a sick joke to make 13-year-old boys do this. Looking back on my Bar Mitzvah. Thank you. It was okay.
Not tuned quite as well, but you did a good job.
So yeah, I want to start with a story today. Nina, if you remember 5 years ago, almost exactly, or yeah, 5 years ago, we were on a cruise ship in the Galapagos. You remember that? And we had some of the immediate family. We had Zach, Mary, John, all of us. And there was this one night we were at the dining room after a long day of a sunny adventure, tired. And Zach, for some reason, decided to be as annoying as humanly possible. He kept pushing and pushing and pushing all of us, especially me. And I have not seen more determination in Zach since that day. You know, he peaked then. And I remember standing up and saying, I'm done. I'm not going here anymore. I'm done with you guys. I may appreciate this in 5 years, but right now, I'm not doing this. I'm gone. I walked off back to my room. It was the first time, only time that I've ever done that. And that was 5 years ago, pretty much in a few months now. And what I can say is that I do appreciate what I have. I appreciate it greatly. Let's see. I will say I have an amazing family who are close and loving as much as I could ask for. Even though I would say we're in the 10th percentile of functionality, no one is in jail, so count your wins. And in my family, there's no one I appreciate more than my sister Nina. For she's a strong and independent woman that is not pushed by the winds around her, but commands them. As we butt heads day to day, I see a great future of fulfillment and influence ahead, and cannot wait to see what you do. And because this is a bat mitzvah, and if we're staying true to Judaism, according to Genesis Rabbah 63:10 of the scriptures, traditionally the father of the bat mitzvah gives thanks to God that he is no longer punished for the child's sins. And as I told Lola at her bat mitzvah, Nina, the number of sins only go up from here. And you're a strong woman with so many amazing days ahead of you, and I hope that you take advantage of every single one, while taking in the amazing world around you and returning it tenfold to the people you love, the world, and yourself. Nina, I love you very much because you are you and no one else. That's it.
Thank you. Nina, I love you.
Thank you to all the Rhodes family for those beautiful words, those blessings. We are going to now turn to the chanting of the Torah. So if you want, you can put your prayer book aside and get out your big, thick Torah commentary if you'd like to follow along with Nina's reading. She's going to be reading from it's easy to find because it is the beginning of the scroll. It's the very first story, Genesis 1, verses 1 through 5, about the creation of the very first day. It's on page 19 of those big, thick Torah commentaries. And I was thinking about you all dressed in white so beautifully. There is this tradition that the person who reads from the end of the Torah is called the Chatan, the groom of the Torah, and the person who reads from the beginning is called the Kala, the bride. And that's you, dressed here so beautifully. And with the purity and knowledge of innocence and a new beginning, the beginning of the world. And so in just a moment, you're going to call up your aliyot and take over from here.
Ya'amdu ha'olim la'aliyah ha'rishona. For the first honor, I would like to call up my father, Steve, my mother, Jessica, my sister, Lola, and my brother, Hanan, to the Torah.
Hanan, come on this side. Come closer to the microphone. Okay.
Baruch et Adonai Hambarach.
ברוך אדוני המבורך לעולם ועד.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach le'olam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim. Venatan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen.
Amen. Bereshit bara Elohim, et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz, ve'ha'aretz hayata tohu vavohu, ve'hoshe al panei hamayim vayomer tehom, veruach Elohim merhefet al panei hamayim vayomer Elohim yehi or, vayar Elohim et haor ki tov, Vayavdel Elohim bein haor uvein hahoshe, vayikra Elohim laor yom, velahoshe kara laila, vayhi erev vayhi voker yom ehad.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torah emet, v'hayei olam nata betohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten ha'Torah.
Amen. Okay, you can be seated. Oh, good.
The next aliyah is known as the maftir. It is the final aliyah of the Torah portion. It's on page 33, chapter 6, verse 5. It's customary for us to do this aliyah from the silver scroll in the Torah, so I'm going to invite you all to please rise as we open the doors of the ark for this aliyah.
תעמוד, תעמוד, חנה בת מנדל ורחל, לקריאת המפטיר.
Baruhu et Adonai Hamivorah.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach leolam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai Hamivorah leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar banu mikol ha'amim ve'natan lanu et Torato. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen.
Vayar Adonai ki rabba ra'at ha'adam ba'aretz. Veho yetzer mashavot libo. Rak ra kol hayom. Vayinahem Adonai ki asa et ha'adam ba'aretz. Vayitatsev el libo. Vayomer Adonai emhe et ha'adam asher barati me'al penei ha'adama me'adam ad behema ad remes ve'ad of. Hashamayim ki nihamti ki asitim ve'noah matzahen be'enei Adonai. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher natan lanu Torat emet ve'hayei olam nata betohenu. Baruch atah Adonai noten haTorah.
Amen. Beautiful.
The Haftarah for Shabbat Bereshit can be found on page 51.
You may all be seated.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bahar binvi'im tovim v'ratzah v'divrehem hane'emarim be'emet. Baruch atah Adonai haboher b'Torah uv'Moshe avdo uv'Yisrael amo uv'invi'im ha'emet v'tzedek. Ko amar ha'el Adonai borei hashamayim v'notehem roka ha'aretz v'tze etzaeha noten neshama la'am aleha veruah leholahim ba. Our Haftarah continues towards the end at chapter 43, verse 10, page 55. Atem edai ne'um Adonai, ve'avdi asher baharti, lema'an tedeu, ve'ta'aminu li, ve'tavinu ki ani hu, lefanai lo notzar el, ve'aharai lo yiyeh. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, rock of all creation, righteous one of all generations, the faithful God whose word is deed, whose every command is just and true. For the Torah, for the privilege of worship, for the prophets, and for this Shabbat that you, Adonai our God, have given us, for holiness and rest, for honor and glory, we thank and bless you. May your name be blessed forever by every living being. Praise to you, Adonai, for the Sabbath and its holiness. Baruch atah Adonai,
Baruch Hu, Baruch Shemo.
Mekadesh HaShabbat.
Amen. Beautiful.
My Torah portion, Bereshit, is the first portion in the entire Torah and begins the book of Genesis. Bereshit is about how the world was created and how the first people behaved in the Garden of Eden. Something interesting in Bereshit is that the portion actually contains two versions of creation. In the first creation story, God created the world by making different things each day, such as the sky, water, land, sun, moon, stars, animals, and finally humans. The humans in the first creation story are created at the same time and are equally B'Tselem Elohim in the image of God. In the second creation story, God first created men and then took a piece of the man's rib and turned it into a woman. I feel more connected to the first version of the creation story because man and woman were created equally, whereas in the second story, man was created first and man blamed woman for their wrongdoing in the Garden of Eden. I think being created in the image of God means that God exists within all of our emotions and our actions. For example, when I come back to school after the summer and see all my friends, I feel excitement and joy to be back with the people I love. To me, there is God within that feeling. Another way to think about the idea of being created in the image of God is the belief that things happen for a reason. There are moments in my life when I feel like I've been in the right place at the right time or avoid being in the wrong place, and that has felt like divine intervention. I think we often let these special moments of connection pass us by. Most of the time, we consider these interactions to be simple everyday occurrences. However, we don't realize how much these special moments elevate our lives. I feel lucky to be able to experience so much joy and love through my family and friends. I think we should try to stop and take notice of these moments more often. By stopping to take these moments instead of allowing them to pass us by, we can find more joy in the simple everyday. We never know when we won't have the opportunity to have these special moments with loved ones, and so it's important that we appreciate them as they come. I feel really happy to be taking advantage of this special moment to become bat mitzvah today. To me, becoming a bat mitzvah feels like a marker of transition towards womanhood and maturity. This means taking responsibility for myself, making good decisions, and doing what's best for me. Through this process, I felt more involved with Judaism and felt more connected with the purpose of becoming bat mitzvah. For example, being here at the temple more and learning to read Hebrew has brought me closer to my Judaism. I want to take some time to thank all of the people who are here celebrating with me today and those who have helped me through this process. I'd like to thank my parents for everything they've done for me and making this special day happen. They've supported me throughout the way and worked so hard to make tonight be the best it possibly can be. I'd also like to thank Cantor Nicholson for helping me prepare for today so that I can feel ready and comfortable on the bima. Thank you to Rabbi Pomerantz and Cantor Porat for standing up here with me and helping guide us through the service. I'm so grateful for this entire experience. Wishing you a Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom. So, Nina, okay, breathe. Deep breath. You know, you just received that Hebrew name, Chana, which means God's grace, and that's really what you embodied here today. A sense of beauty, a sense of just loveliness and devotion to what you were doing. And I think we all felt it here. I remember, like yesterday, being on our Israel trip for Hanan's bar mitzvah, ziplining with you. But I remember you with bouncing curls and sparkling blue eyes, this little girl, and now you've grown into this really beautiful young woman. And even though I don't get to see you very often, I feel this sense of connection because I knew your mother when she was your age, and I taught her Hebrew, which blows my mind that in 7th grade I was her teacher, and here you are, the last of her children, becoming a bat mitzvah. We're so proud of you. Your Torah portion, as you know, speaks about creation. And there's a midrash, a story from your Torah portion that says that when God created the world, God intentionally created everything a little bit incomplete. So instead of creating the earth from bricks, God made it of clay so that we would bake the clay into bricks. And instead of making bread grow from the earth, God made wheat grow so that we would bake it into bread, essentially teaching us that we are meant to be partners with God in completing creation. So Nina, I want you to look at your hands for a moment. See those hands? Those hands were given to you to do God's work. And now you are the age of responsibility where you are meant to be God's partner, to make the world a better place, to find your purpose, to make meaning out of your life. And you know, your speech showed a real sense of gratitude, and gratitude is the beginning of awe. I hope that you're always able to look at the world around you with wonder, to feel a sense of appreciation for the gifts that you have, and to be able to pass that on to others. I know you're a great athlete on volleyball and soccer. Well, we need you on the Jewish team. So we don't want you to make this a one and done. We want you to continue your relationship with your people, with your history, with your future, and to help to create that future. I can't wait to see what you become. And we're so proud of this very moment. I'm going to invite the cantor to join me as we bless you in the words of the ancients.
יברכך אדוני וישמרך.
May God bless you and keep you, Hannah.
יאר אדוני פניו אליך ויחונך.
May the light of God's face shine on you and always shine through you as it does today, and may God be gracious to you.
יישא אדוני פניו אליך וישם לך שלום.
May God's presence always be with you as a guiding force. May God bless you with joy, with love, and with shalom, with wholeness and peace. And may you be among those to bring that shalom, that wholeness to our world. And let us say, Amen.
Amen, amen, amen. Mazal tov.
We are going to join in the singing of Eitz Chaim. And as we sing Eitz Chaim, we're going to pass some little pieces of sweetness out. In just a moment, just hold on to them when you get them. But go ahead and do that as we sing the song and dress the Torah.
עץ חיים היא למחזיקים בה ותומכיה מאושר דרכיה דרכי נועם וכל נתיבותיה שלום. השיבנו אדוני אליך ונשובה חדש ימינו כקדם.
So in just a moment, you're going to have the opportunity to shower Nina with sweetness, just as she has showered sweetness on us throughout this service. But we do have a few rules around this barbaric custom. One of the rules is that you must stay at your seat. You cannot run to the bima. I'm looking at you, only because you've been pointed out. You must stay at your seat and not whack her with it. Two is we don't have any children here. So I would say anybody under 20. Anybody under 20 can come and clean the bima and take as much candy as you want at the end of the tossing. And Nina gets to choose 3 people to protect her from all of this sweetness. So who are you going to pick?
Lola, Hanan, and Aiden.
Okay, so come on up, Lola, Hanan, and Aiden. And the final rule is you wait till the cantor and I are off the bima, until you start throwing, and Mr. Baranek, until you start throwing.
Ready? Let's do it. סימן טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב וסימן טוב, סימן טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב וסימן טוב, סימן טוב ומזל טוב ומזל טוב וסימן טוב. יהיה לנו, יהיה לנו, יהיה לנו ולכל ישראל. יהיה לנו, יהיה לנו ולכל ישראל. יהיה לנו, יהיה לנו ולכל ישראל. יהיה לנו, יהיה לנו ולכל ישראל.
In just a moment, we're going to turn to page 282 for the chanting of Aleinu. Page 282 for the Aleinu. And you may rise when the ark doors are opened.
עלינו לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שלא עשנו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם. ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא. ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
We remain standing for words of Kaddish on page 294. As we recite this prayer, we think about the over 200 Israelis who have died in the last day in this act of terrorism. And we think about the beloveds of this family who they are remembering on this occasion: Jess Rhodes, Arthur Beloff, Michael Beloff, and Saul Kahn. Zichronam livracha, may their memories be a blessing. We take all of our loved ones into our hearts who are no longer with us as we recite these words of Kaddish, page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrach hirute v'yamlik malchute. B'chayachon v'yamechon uv'chaye d'chol beit Yisrael. Ba'agala v'zman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehe shmei Rabbah mivarach le'olam l'olmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudashah b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Damiran be'alma v'yamru amen. Yehe shalama rabba min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. Osei shalom bimromav. Huya say shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yamru amen. May the author of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort all who are bereaved here and everywhere with God's blessing of peace. Amen.
Amen.
You may be seated. I'm going to invite Mark Baranek to present Nina with some gifts.
Miss Rhodes, how did this happen? I remember you just like Rabbi Pomerantz described. You were the youngest one, the littlest one of the group, and now here you are. And you did beautifully, and I wish you the very best. I go back with your family many, many years. I've been at the temple for 25 years. So I remember your mom, your uncle was one of my students way back when. He was a great kid, Zach, and I wish you the best now, so it's great to have you back here. Your grandparents, who I've known for many, many years and are still involved, and it's always great when you walk in the door. It's always nice to see you. So I know you have a big party ahead, but I just want to tell you one last thing. The door is always open for you here at the temple. You come whenever you want. There's Beshti, there's youth group, there's fellowships, there's trips, there's all kinds of things. And you pick and choose whatever you like, but we hope you can be part of anything that you'd like here at the temple. So here we go. This is a Kiddush cup for you. You can use this on Shabbatot and on holidays. This is a Bible, both in Hebrew and English, for you to have a traveling Bible. And here are some certificates. This is your formal bat mitzvah certificate that this took place on October the 7th, corresponding to the 22nd of Tishrei. Then we have a certificate that a tree has been planted in the land of Israel by the clergy and staff. And finally, these are 2 gift certificates, one to the Alexander Muss High School in Israel program and one to the Nifty in Israel program. Steve, Jesse, it's really nice to be here, celebrate this moment together, and it should always be very nice moments like this for you and your whole family. Mazal tov. Congratulations.
So we've come to the conclusion of our service, and we are going to do the ritual of Havdalah, which sanctifies time and the separation of time between the holy and the ordinary. I'm going to invite Nina's family to come up here and stand with her on the bima. And if you all want to come and gather around closer, please, you're welcome to. We're going to start with the kiddush, just a short kiddush, and the motzi, and then we'll go into Havdalah. Okay, so Nina's going to lead us in the kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen.
Amen.
And now the motzi, I know you have a party ahead, so this way you can eat with abandon, and we'll chant the blessing together.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam המוציא לחם מן הארץ. Amen.
I invite you to put your arms around each other if you want for the singing of this Havdalah melody.
Yalai, yala, la, 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 yalai. Yalai, yala, la, 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 yalai. Yala, la, 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 yalai. Yala, la, la, yala, la. Yalai, yala, la, 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 yalai. Yalai, yala, la, 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 yalai. Yala, la, 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 yalai. Yala, la, la, yala, la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen Yahilai yala la 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 ilai Yalai yala la 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 ilai Yala la 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 ilai Yala la la yala la Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei minei vesamim borei minei vesamim Yahilai yala la 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 ilai Lailai yala la 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 ilai Yala la 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 ilai Yala la la yala la Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei meorei ha'esh borei meorei ha'esh Yahilai yala la 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 ilai Yalai yala la 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 ilai Yala la 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 ilai Yala la la yala la Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam המבדיל בין קודש לחול המבדיל בין קודש לחול Yalai, yala la 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 la, yalai, yala la 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 la, yala la 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 la, yala la la, yala la, yalai, yala la 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 la, yalai, yala la 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 la, yala la 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 la, yala la yala la.
And I understand we have a very special singing of Eliyahu Hanavi.
Do we?
We do. Well, I don't know. I saw in my notes it says Nina Yahu.
Got it.
Did I make that up?
Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Agiladi, Bimhera v'yameinu, Yavu aleinu, Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David. Shavua tov, 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 Shavua tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase.
Shavua Tov, Mazal
Shavua
Tov.
tov, Mazal tov. Nice to meet you, Juan.
Thank you for singing.
Such a great kid. Unfortunately, he lives in Boston. Nina Yahu.
You know what happened? Oh man, word does not cease to amaze me.
Yeah. I'm gonna
So
wrap up all your things. Oh, that is so funny. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm glad we got a vision of it here because it's so beautiful. All right, I'm leaving your station here. Nina, I hope you're happy.
It was so much easier than I thought. Like I thought.
Yeah, you did it. And Lola, what grade are you in now?
11. Yeah. Crazy.
I know. Here, you take this. I'll hold that up.
It was like stuck to the chair.
That is so funny that it said Nina Yahu in my notes. And my grandson is Yoshi, and we sing Yoshi. So I thought, oh, they must just sing Nina Yahu. Yeah, I hope you have a great time tonight. Don't party too hard.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Oh, wait, you might want to take a copy of this too. You're welcome. How do you know the Rhodes? Like from way back?
Decades and decades. Yes. So, Andrew, my friend Dean is a very good singer too.
Those 5 people.
We want one picture with everyone. I don't know where anyone is.
No, I'm going.
Everyone to the stage.